I want to make a little video on cleaning up metal, getting it ready for paint. I've got my metal down to bare metal. A lot of people do a lot of different things to get it this way. I use an acid bath. I forget the name of the exact type of chemical, but you can get it at Home Depot. It's used for treating metal and concrete. Basically, you soak it in there for about 20 minutes. It's a 1-part ratio to 3 parts water. And set them in there for 20 minutes or more, and it will make the mill skill come off really easily. After I get set it in the acid bath, I wash it off with a little baking soda to deactivate the chemicals so they don't burn you or anything like that. And then I grind it down with the flap disc. I'm using 80 grit on my flap disc. And then, so after I get it grinded down, I use this stuff to get all of the grease and all the nastiness off of there. Wear a pair of gloves, of course, dedicated for painting. And then after I get it wiped down with this, I use cheesecloth to wipe it down. Just regular old cheesecloth. You can get it at the grocery store. I mean, it looks like this. But this stuff leaves a lot of fibers behind and crap. I mean, it will get the grease and all the chemicals and it'll clean off your metal, but you're gonna have fibers left behind. So then what you come along and do afterwards is you use another piece of cheesecloth, but this is special cheesecloth. See, it looks the same, but here's what it is. It's called a tack cloth. You can get this at Napa. It's the same as other cheesecloth, but they got a little chemical or something on there. It makes it's sticky. So when you do the final rub down, this is what you want to use, and it will take all of that lint off, and you'll have clean bare metal. As you can see, I just did this one. See, you can't spot any lint on it. Now check out this guy. This was before I did it, so see all that crap? That stuff comes right off with this cloth. Look, I'll just do a quick wipe right here. Even though it's cheesecloth, just like the one before, it will take it off. Of course, I'm gonna rub it more, but it gets it off pretty quick. So that's the way to do it if you wanna have good results, because if you just clean it off with that chemical and get the grease off and all the other stuff, you're gonna paint and then you're gonna see all those little lint speckles in there when it dries, and it won't look as good as you can get it if you were to use the tack cloth. So, and that's it. Besides that, follow the recommendation on the back of these cans verbatim and be patient. If it says to wait a certain amount of time, that's what you should do. If it says to paint in certain temperatures, that's what you should do. You know, people tend not to follow the directions and then ask a lot of questions why their paint job didn't come out the way it should have, or it's not up to par. So believe it or not, following directions can work miracles. So that's it, guys. That's what I do. And then right before I paint it, I take this bad boy with a lighter, get it started up, and just hit it with the flame. You're gonna see the moisture on your metal evaporating. Right now, they look like they're not wet, but there's moisture on them, I guarantee it. You hit them with this, especially in humid places. I'm in Washington State, so it's not so bad. I guess it depends on the day. Some days it's worse than others, but in general, it's not so bad humidity-wise here. But there's always gonna be some moisture in this state that comes off that metal when I hit it with that flame. And then afterwards, I just make sure it's not hot or warm. I kind of want it, I don't want it to be super cool or anything, or back to regular room temperature, because it will get the moisture on it again. So as soon as it's like, just like a little warm, nothing, I guess you don't want it over 90 degrees or something like that. Again, follow the directions. It'll tell you the temperature. You kind of make a judgment call on if it's too warm or not to paint, and then go from there, and you guys should get some pretty good results.